I have a serious issue.
You know how to play domino. Serious. I will call the game.
No, we have a serious issue.
Welcome once again to our second installment of the Track World podcast. Track World
Podcast. We're tracking it on the track.
Right?
All things track and field.
We're in the field of track.
All things track and field.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Alright, so now first thing what we did was we did a review of the seniors.
Yeah, so we reviewed the seniors last time around
right.
for 2022. We'll have to look at the juniors as well.
Right, of course, because
So,
we know that Jamaica has this long, rich history of junior champions and over 100 years of that actually. So.
yeah, and I mean these are the juniors that they're going to transition to be the next Shelly and Fraser Price and you know Usain Bolt and you know. So we have to talk about the youngsters and their promise that they showed us. So in 2022 they also had the World Juniors, the under 20, right?
Yes.
Right in Cali, Colombia, right? In Cali, Colombia in 2022. So let's talk about that. You know, Jamaica. We won 16 medals. We won 6 gold,
7 silver,
and 3 bronze. So
right.
What was your overall assessment of Jamaica's performance at World Juniors?
I think it was consistent with what we expected. I think that the juniors had a completely amazing season going into World Championships. I mean, the persons who we expected to perform, they didn't disappoint. The Lystons, the twins, Clayton twins, the Kerrika Hill and Curtis, young Curtis was the name.
Oh, Buaj.
Yeah,
and Krumi.
Yes, and Krumi Buaj.
Yeah, Krumi.
Right. So that youngster as well, and a few others, they didn't disappoint. And then when they put them together, the team efforts were always fairly okay too.
Yeah. In the relays
as well. Yeah. I mean, you know, records and all these things.
Yeah.
So I think it was consistent. I think it was pretty good actually. By any stretch of the imagination, by any standard, expected standard. Because 16 world level awards is not a joke
16. I mean, the World Juniors, just for the viewers to appreciate how well they did, the senior team gave us 10 medals at World Championships. World Juniors gave us 16 medals.
Right.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that the best overall performance in the last decade?
For juniors?
For seniors and juniors in terms of medal hauls. We've not had any senior hauls that is over 12.
Well, I mean, we'd have to go back a little bit, but I mean, we had 12 in 2019.
Right.
And we had quite a bit. Yeah, when you come to think of it,
so
we've had 30. No, we've had 30. 09.
But none of the senior efforts has reached 16 so far.
Yeah, we haven't. So the juniors.
So guess what, seniors? The juniors are one up on you, right? So this is to show you again in context how well we're doing on this level, right? I mean, and mind you, there's still room for improvement. But now that you bring that fact up, that the juniors have one up on the seniors, don't you think it's a concern now then that the juniors might not be matriculating well to seniors? Yeah, I mean, that has always been a conversation, and I think that it is something that we're cognizant of. I think even the J3As and the different administrators, they're cognizant of it. For example, ISA did a few new rules that, for example, reduces the amount of competition that an athlete can participate in, because we know that our traditional...
Yeah, we don't want athletes to burn out.
Right? Yeah. And so that's a huge thing. Yeah. There was another conversation that took place again about the fact that because we have increased in our capacity to coach junior athletes, and we are bringing these athletes or teaching them in such a way, programs might be letting them peak too.
That is true at a professional level.
That is true. So these are concerns, but I don't think that it is something that it's beyond us to fix. If it's something to fix, I think the conversation is going on, and that is healthy. That's what I think is important, right? Because we know way, shape, or form want these students to perform less than where they are.
That is
It's
true,
a matter
that is
of just managing
managing these
them to
talents
move on
so
to
they
the
can
next
transition.
level. Right. That's basically what it is. Right? Because we are a world leader, and I mean we're a super state, if you want to say so. Jamaica is a super state in the athletics field right now.
Especially in the sprinting department.
In the sprinting department. And I mean, we do see some persons coming up, some other not persons, some countries coming up. You know, like from the African and the Asian continent. Botswana, right? Which was quite interesting. What's his name? Tobago.
So we're on the topic now. So let's go straight into the juniors' performance. Let's break it down. Let's start with the 100 meters, right? Let's start with it since we started with the males, let's start with 100 meters for males.
Well, I mean, I think it's absolutely incredible. What Tobago had done, 9.91.
9.91. Big man. Viewers, that's big man time, This is under 20, big man time.
Not only that, he would have made the finals, World Championship.
Well, he was at the World Championship. Did he make the finals?
No, he didn't. Because he had to, it's about round management.
Yeah.
So, and I think you said something about in terms of in an interview.
Yeah.
He spoke about the
difference of running with juniors versus seniors,
where he has to be going out in all cylinders for all rounds.
Yeah.
So he's not in a place where he's confident enough to manage his race going through.
But he's only 18, so
I mean,
he has plenty of time on his hands.
It's a fantastic experience, I think.
But we don't want to focus so much on Tobago. Let's get into the Jamaican. Yes, Boaji came second. Your thoughts on Boaji?
Boaji is a phenomenal talent. I think that it's interesting that he won 10.02.
10 point. Did you foresee him to run 10.02 last?
I did not. I didn't anticipate. I know that we've been doing 10.50s and stuff in general, and 10 little bit.
Yeah.
Right, but to goes 10.02 or 10.0 anything, for me
faster than the chance record. So that was mind blowing.
That is so and it's interesting too that what we're seeing as well in terms of our Jamaican programs is that our juniors seasons are getting longer, and our coaches are managing and preparing them to peak at different points in their seasons.
So a lot of times they're not even trying to peak for champs anymore.
No, they're peaking for bigger trials, character, and then for juniors, world juniors, if you have a big meet. So these guys at the high school level, I think, is doing something that I consider to be incredibly impressive.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think that in terms of structure, in terms of regimen, in terms of a lot of things, these athletes are already prepared to go into the professional realm. The issue we're having is just, I think, a matter of health. Just a matter of health and them being able to manage their body, because for them to perform at such peak levels, it's a lot of work.
But I mean,
so Boaji was incredible at 10.02, which makes our competitor Tobago an alien.
991 is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
absolutely.
Ridiculously fast.
And he was able to do 1 and 2. Even though he got beaten.
But he got beaten in the 2. Which any person thought he deserved to lose the 200 because I was a little boastful in the But I mean, I think it's good for the sport. What is your thought on an athlete celebrating?
I think celebration is fine, but there is a way to do it.
I mean, Bolt was beating his chest 2008.
No, but Bolt did it in his own space. Yeah. It's almost like Bolt didn't get into your face with it. He was charming, which is why he won over the world. I mean, there was some fanfare from the press trying to demonize it when other athletes came out and said, "No, Bridget, the kind of work we have to do, right? It don't make sense to come talk, or we not supposed to celebrate when we win a race."
That is
because true. So it was interesting that they came out to celebrate him. So I think that. And last year we had a gun finger. Remember that? When a student had to apologize. So it is something that I think that these are young people, and the handlers just have to manage it. You know what I mean? If you think that it was a little bit abrasive, I think it was just a little bit too strong.
I mean, because it's a gun, then
but
he's probably it's giving off a negative connotation associated. But I mean, nothing is wrong.
Celebration without violence or symbol impact.
Yeah. But to me,
maybe he's just saying that he's a shooting star. Come on.
Yeah.
Right?
I
It's
love
how we take it.
celebration,
It's how we take it, right?
I don't mind an athlete doing anything. If they want to boom flip,
Yeah.
they want to jump for joy,
Yeah.
they want to smile, if they want to dance,
Yeah.
you know, if they want to get them on, any little dance, I enjoy it. And I think they deserve to celebrate, right?
I agree, but talking about blessing, 19.96 in the 20
Yeah, that's super. That is
so quick.
That is super. But I mean,
Both of them, by the way, from the African continent.
But talk about
Botswana. Yeah.
but Brian Level, you know, I don't want to just gloss over these athletes running 1996. You know, we're giving them their props.
Sure.
We just want
Brian Level at 20.72.
Yeah, 20.72. What are your thoughts on Level?
No, I think that is commendable. I think that is not just commendable, but it's good. I mean, you know, he plays what, 5th or 6th, was it?
Yeah, 5th or 6th. So
yeah, but it's still commendable. He showed up. He represented. He didn't finish on the podium, but I think that for his standard, I think we probably were expecting a little bit more.
I mean, because if you look at when he's competing here, he'd have been running a lot of 20.6, 20.7.
Right.
And he'd have been doing that without competition here, right? Because he dominates. I mean, DeAndre Daly gives him challenge a couple of times, you know, but I mean, apart from that, he runs without competition.
20.6, 20.7.
20.7. He's doing that without competition. So when you say that going to World Juniors now, knowing that he's going to get challenged, shouldn't we have at least seen a 20.4?
Again, I think it's his first Worlds, right? So I think it's experience. And you know, my thing is always, if he does it once or twice,
he'll get it right.
He'll get it right the third time. You know what I mean? So
3 is always the charm, right?
I mean, well, maybe not, but the fact is, 2 things that I think I am commending for him for it. He was consistent. He was consistent. He was 20 point something.
Yeah.
Right? So it means that at least his health is fine. Now, it's a matter of figuring out how to then tweak certain little aspects of his race. It might just be a little technical thing that he needs to just tweak a little bit in order to, whether it's technique, whether it's, in terms of, being able to sustain power for a longer thing, whatever phase of the race that they need to look at. And I think that it's not beyond him to go 90, right? And I'm thinking that this season, I think he might go sub 20, right? I'm hopeful. I mean, it's a tall ask, but I believe in you. I believe in you, Mr. Level.
Mr. Level, you hear that? Maz himself saying it. Sub 20.
Listen, why this one always have me trying to look like a clown, sir? We can't deal with this. Okay. No, but for real though, I think that there are some technical areas, I think, in his race that he probably can figure it out. Yeah, man. So his 20.72 was commendable. I think it is consistent with his capacity and his ability that he's demonstrated. So he did not perform below what we expected.
Yeah, that is true. He's been very consistent.
It's just that
the champion, running the same 20.6. So he's been consistent in that area. But I mean, just a little disappointed, as I said. He didn't improve because, as I said, he's been running unchallenged most of the season. So I'm expecting when you're challenged now, you don't see marginal improvement. I'm not expecting a big drastic improvement, but marginal, right?
Right.
Marginal. So
what you think about, because let's move forward into the female.
I love the female. I love it.
The female World Juniors and what they did there.
Let's start with the 100 meter. Tina Clayton was absolutely sensational.
Right.
10.95 championship record.
Right.
You know, this is not running at National Stadium. She's not in Jamaican condition. She's not at home.
Right.
She's eating foreign food and all them stuff there. That, you know, might affect.
So she's not a dumpling and a yam and a banana.
No yam. No. Like, none of them nice things.
Jamaican cuisine. Probably some KFC.
Well, maybe, it's professional now, so maybe the Jamaican chef is there.
Possibly,
right?
And we're not talking about chef of the mission, right?
Yeah. But her 10.95 I thought was brilliant.
Right.
Championship record, under 20 record.
Right.
That 10.95 too, if I'm not mistaken, that could have squeezed her into the finals with the seniors. So that shows that she is doing something very special. Right? Very special. 10.95 could have gotten her into the finals. Maybe finish 7th or 8th, but At least
And
she's
something
getting
tells
the
me that if she was in the finals, you know.
maybe a 10 to 9.
Yeah, man,
Like I said, but
she would probably be very competitive.
Very competitive.
But we're
big
not.
up Serena Cole too.
Of course.
We don't play Serena Cole. Serena Cole, you know, she ran what, 11-1? She did that as well.
I mean, yeah.
You
So
know,
that's
we always focus on the winner, but big up Serena Cole as well.
We're not just focusing on the winner. We're focusing as best as possible.
Yeah.
On the comprehensive energy. That is what we are here to cover.
Exactly.
We're not just focusing on the winners. We're talking about the full thing.
Yeah.
Right? So if you show up, we're going to take notice and we're going to dig you.
So
right?
big up Tina, your thoughts now on Brianna, 200 meters. Brianna winning what, 22.6?
22.65.
Yeah.
Brianna.
Talk about Alana as well.
You said the word sensational.
Yeah.
I think I might have to just go Mary Poppins. She was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. What?
No, for real though. I mean, this is the kind of performance that you know, it's just one for the record books. Well, it's not record, but I mean, it's just incredible. She's been consistent, which for me is one of the most important things that I'm seeing, because in the back of my mind, I'm constantly thinking, how do we find a way to ensure that these girls transition, move to the next level, that our dynasty is preserved, right? And I think that this 22.65 was impressive, beyond a doubt. Reed as well, with her 22.95, I think.
Yes, sub 23 Alana Reed, that was. But I'm going to be greedy. Just for the viewers, I'm being greedy. Brianna ran 22.66 at character trials, right? Come champs 22 what again? She's always been in this ballpark. I wanted her to go sober.
How old is she?
Huh?
How old is she?
Brianna is what, 18?
Right.
She's young, you know. She's young.
That's
but I'm just saying, she's been running 22.6 too long now. I wanted her to go 22.3.
No, I am sorry.
22.3.
We are going to part ways right here. Listen. I do not want them to run. Burn up. If you're consistent and you're a world beater, or you're contending for the podium position, go and do your thing.
Yeah.
You hear me? We are talking about 22.6 is extremely good for that level, right?
It is.
What did she get?
I mean, gold medal. She's what? The world under 20 champion. But I'm just saying, for her talent and for her.
No, I'm talking about Alia. I'm talking about.
Alana Reed was good.
Right,
sub 23. Yeah, her sub 23 is brilliant as well. We don't want to.
So it's Lyston is saying that you want
Lyston should have run 22.3.
What?
Brianna should have run 22.
What did you say?
She should have run 22.3 seconds. I mean, she have enough raw speed for it. She's running 11.1. Brianna should have run 22.3. At least I wanted to see.
Oh, no, it is ridiculous.
No. Just being fair though.
No, wait. Pause.
Pause. Let's pause.
Because you said that you want Brianna Lyston
to run 22.3 seconds.
And how long has she been running?
22.6?
Yes.
She's been running it since what? February. All the way to August, 22.6. So I thought that it was about time to run 22.3.
And why you thought that was important? Why do you think it's? I'm trying to understand the thinking. Because in the back of my mind, you're being ridiculous.
No, it's not.
But I'm not. But no. I know that. I know that you're not being ridiculous.
Yes,
but
and she's improving.
She's improving.
She's improving. So I wanted her to just, you know, as a reward for all of her hard work, she should have run 22.3.
But you wanted her to do a little bit better because you think she had the capacity.
I think so.
I think so. What aspect of her race you think that?
Watching her race.
Yes,
I've been watching her race. I wouldn't want to say she needs to improve the starter.
Alright, let's not bother talk about that. No. But I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you because I want to hear.
Oh, we can break it down and get her to 20.
What do you mean?
I mean,
because 20. I mean, world beater.
Yeah, 22.3.
I think that.
But Elaine ran 22.3 and finished what, 7th in the finals? Yeah. So if she's about 22.3, she's good.
She's 22.3. I mean,
big woman.
So you're trying to compare the junior to the senior.
No,
I think so. That's probably what is influencing your thoughts. But I'm saying she's just 18.
Yeah, she's
So
a
I'm saying, but remember, your magic number is 22.
22 is
Let's
my
go,
number.
let's
Yes,
go.
22.
22 is your magic. So between
Yeah.
18 and 22.
Yeah, she has plenty of time.
I think that is 4 years.
She has plenty of
She
time.
is going to be.
Yeah. But
Incredible.
I'm calling it. I think she's in the next couple of years, she's going to be world beater over 200 meters. The same way how we're highlighting Sherika, the same way how we're looking at Elaine Thompson, Vera, the same way how we have these category of athletes,
Yes.
200 meters.
Yes.
I can, Abby Stein as well from US. We have all of these brilliant 200
World
meters.
beaters, yeah.
I think that Brianna, in the next couple of years, she's going to join the party.
All right, so
I think she'll be able to.
and I mean, it's clear once she's healthy, she and Clayton twins and even James as
Yeah,
well.
but the twins, they're more in the 100 meter.
No, what I'm saying overall.
Yeah, overall, yeah.
We're talking about world beaters.
Yeah, world beaters,
capacity
yes,
and
yes.
talents, right? So all right. So moving from these incredible
Yeah.
performances, again we're going to the 400 meters.
Yeah, the 400.
individuals.
What you
Utah.
thought? Yeah, what you thought about Shamar?
I was really expecting more.
Yeah.
46.36.
Yeah.
He was in the finals.
Yeah, it was in the
But
final.
somehow I was expecting more.
A little bit more.
I mean, yeah. I
The
think
media, I think the media hyped him up a bit too. I was watching a couple of videos, YouTube, and Shamar Utah was expected at least a sub 46. Maybe not a medal.
but that's
Sub
not
46,
46.
yeah. I saw him running 20.9 in a YouTube video in training. So Casey recorded and put it on put it out there for us to see that Utah was in 20.9.
I think that is just a way to try to perhaps the school rivalry to put fuel to fury and that kind of thing. I mean, so yes, I think that the hype that was sold, unfortunately, he did not live up to it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that somebody that runs 20.9 isn't a phenomenal talent. Again,
He is. He's a
I think it's something
talent,
that we expect
He's been
to see.
consistent.
Yes, and I expect him to grow into his own.
Yeah.
The Kennedy disqualification was a little bit, unfortunate. I think that that
another quality athlete from Edwin Allen, just for the viewers to know, Delano Kennedy,
Right.
he won the bronze medal at champs. We'll get into
Right.
champs a little bit more.
Yeah,
But
of
just
course.
for the viewers, Shamar Utah would have placed 7th in the 400 meter champs.
At champs.
And yes, 7th.
Right.
Well, I mean, he pulled up midway in the race.
Yeah, I mean,
But Delano Kennedy was, the bronze medalist.
Mhm.
Gregory Prince won it,
Right.
the big man from St. Diego. And then second place was, from Jamaica College, DeAndre Watkins. So just for the viewers to know, Delano Kennedy, he has been around, he has been doing well.
And he's
finished
been-
third.
Right.
Right. He was in the final, so
So it's just that he got disqualified.
just
So
got disqualified.
I think he probably would have been working to peak right there.
Yeah,
because,
maybe.
because it was something that clearly he has something to offer.
Yeah.
And he showed up to the party, but unfortunately he got disqualified.
But Utah a little bit disappointing. I said he should have went sub 46, right? So if Utah is watching this, you should have went sub 46, Shamar. Not pressuring you. It's just that we know your talent.
Yeah.
Talent.
Based on what
we've seen through the season,
it's possible.
Yeah, you should
It's
have went
possible.
sub- You should have went sub 46.
Talking about that, performances that performers that were hyped up and you wanted to see more from, you wanted to actually look, to see a great performance from. We were expecting a lot more from the great man himself, the big man himself, Mr. Blake.
Jovan Blake, yes,
right?
yes.
Who was unfortunately not able to make the finals in the 800, right?
Yeah.
And I think you have a theory. I think it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
So tell us some more about why you think he didn't, overcome that particular hurdle.
Yeah, so for viewers watching, Jovan Blake, we know is a stalwart here in Jamaica. 147 to win at the character trials. And a lot of people might just look at it and say, 147 won the finals, so why is it that Jovan Blake wasn't in the finals? We have to understand that in Jamaica here, because nobody else is really running sub 150, Jovan Blake can dictate the pace in Jamaica. But when he goes to Colombia, everyone there is in that same vicinity. So you might have athletes running 145 there, 146, 147, 148. So no, It's not a matter of who's faster. It's more a matter of who get the race right on the day. So a little bit of tactics is there now. you know, maybe in Jamaica you can lead out the race in 53,
Mhm.
but there now maybe it end up being that the first lap is 56. It's
Right.
just slow, then everyone turn it into a sprint.
Right.
So at the end of the day, tactics play a huge part in 800 meter. But nonetheless, Mr. Jovan Blake, you're a champion. The whole of Jamaica know you're a champion.
Of course.
We're extremely proud of you. And we know that in the same way how we saw what Navaski Anderson.
Right,
you know,
Navaski, yeah.
Navaski went to
Moving forward, yeah.
So we can see Jovan Blake replicating what Navaski has done
And probably better.
going to Olympics.
Right,
You never
right.
know. Next year Olympics, you could see Jovan Blake. You know,
Right.
imagine to see Jamaica with three athletes in 800 meter for males.
That would be something that would be special.
Yeah, that would be special.
You know, and again, I see it's a possibility. I think we kind of know him, you know, on that level as well. So I think he's disciplined enough, and he has that focus. If he definitely wants that shape, I think he will be able to. You know what I mean? And we'll monitor that situation.
Yes, definitely.
To see what's
we'll watch out. So Jovan Blake,
so
we're expecting some good things from you, Jovan Blake, and you know, hopefully we can see you at what, the World Championship or the Olympics. You know, we're looking up.
Let him on know.
You know, we're hoping.
What about so the hurdles? Kerrika Hill with her 12.77.
Yeah.
And Alexis James, which is 12.87, right?
Yeah. I mean, championship record, it speaks for itself.
Yeah.
You know, it speaks for itself that, you know, when it comes down to sprint hurdles, I don't know, the Jamaican program, whether it's from juniors to seniors, that's just
been very consistent.
It's just taken up. Look at it. Brittany Anderson is what? Silver medalist. We see Megan Tapper, barely missing out on the finals.
And getting bronze last year.
Exactly.
The year before, sorry. We're now in 2023.
The year before. We see Danielle as well. She was in the finals in the hurdles.
Right.
We see what? Hansel Parchment doing well. Rashid Broadbent doing well.
Right.
You know, the sprint hurdles program, talk to me. Why do you think Jamaica doing so in sprint hurdles?
Because we know how to jump fence.
We don't jump.
No. I mean, clearly. It's not just that. It's just because we have been consistent in terms of if you look at all of even Omar McLeod from that time, you know, when he announced himself, but even Bridget Foster Clinton from that time, we've just always, it's not something that is sudden.
Yeah.
We've always had the capacity.
Yeah.
I think what has happened is
we don't have the quantity.
We just have quantity. We just have more people that are taking an interest in the event, and because they're taking an interest in the event, they are performing at the highest level, and that's what I think it is. I think that, you know, when we were going to school, I was going to school, the thing that we were interested in is flats.
Flat, yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm saying people are now interested in the hurdle. They're interested in the event because they have made it a little bit more hype.
Yeah.
It's a hyper event. It's more attractive. So
it's very attractive.
So this is the reason I think why we're having more participants and more quality results come as well. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So the James and the Hill, congratulations.
Yeah, big up Kerrika Hill. Again, another Heidel. So, I mean, what do you think? We have to chop this up in another video.
Of course.
You know, Heidel producing these quality. I mean, we just have to talk
it's
about
not normal. It's not normal.
normal.
They are no longer. They're no longer pretenders.
Yeah.
They're now contenders. So,
you know,
so Heidel has been very strategic. I think years ago, even in the prep program, Heidel has dominated prep champs for years. And then they found a way to keep their athletes and continue this.
And so because 10 years ago, we would be sitting here talking about Edwin and Homewood dominating girls.
Right, and maybe Vera and
maybe, of course, not maybe Spears too, but
these, you know.
But why is it that now Heidel has to be in the mix? What did Heidel do right? So as I said, we chop that up in another video.
That's a very interesting thing.
Interesting topic.
But we'll
let's get to that. The relays now.
The relays, 4x1 men. Second in 39 point.
Big man time, 39.35. Big man
time.
Big man time. Now, what was your thoughts on the 4x100 meter?
Listen, I think that...
Remember, we and Japan were neck and neck, and Japan took it on the line, right? So, what are your thoughts? And should we have lost to Japan? I know many persons might say, you know, we're being greedy, but you know, come on, man.
No, I mean, you have to give kudos to Japan. I think that they've done very well
Yeah.
and they're being consistent, and you're seeing that what they're doing is not a fluke.
Yeah.
I think that they've made a concerted effort in the realms of sports in general, but also to track. I mean, we are seeing that feature at the senior level as well.
Yes.
So,
Japan is much improved.
so when you're saying if we should be greedy,
Yeah.
I think that they came there and they compete, just like we, and we are now aware that they're on the radar.
They're on the
So we're simply just going to take our notes
Yeah.
and then make sure that we prepare.
I thought we could have won though if Sandre Davison wasn't injured. He pulled up in the semi-finals. Just for the viewers, if they're wondering why Davison wasn't there, he pulled up, and so we didn't have Davison. We didn't have a full strength team there because Boaj and Davison both ran the 100, so we weren't at our full strength in the 4x1. So as I said, Jamaica would have played.
That is of course but that is of course something that we are going to see happen.
Happen every now and
Right,
again.
but in the event, I wouldn't run into that and jump into that and say yes. It is a factor. But I think knowing our sprinting pros, our squad was deep enough.
Our squad was very deep.
Yeah, so we don't. I don't think that we can take anything away from.
Can't take anything away from Japan.
No.
You know, kudos to Japan. You know, if any Japan viewers watching, you know, big up. You want the 4x1. Yeah.
But 39.35 is not something to run away from or
It's a good
sleep on either.
Yeah, it's a good
That's brilliant.
time. Yeah.
Brilliant, right?
Brilliant time.
If Japan beat me, just think about that. Them brilliant.
Well, I mean, they beat us by what, 1,000th of a second.
Yeah, but them still brilliant.
Yeah, still brilliant.
Alright, so but it's not a Japan party, it's a
Jamaican party.
And we're talking about the persons who headlined the entire show,
Yeah.
which is the world record performance by the 4x1 new star.
Yes, you know, 42.59, the
Yes.
females won it. Of course, that brilliant team, right? The Clayton twins, right? The Serena Cole. You know, they were just the list, of course. You know, of course. We have to talk about it. 42.59. They were brilliant.
It is not something that it was mouthwatering.
Was
is what they would have said.
You know, 42.59 is many countries, their national record is not even this fast.
Right.
And our juniors are running 42.59. So I mean, it is something to be very boastful about.
Yes, we're going to share this.
We're boastful.
Them can't beat we. I mean, no, but it's true. It's something to be very proud of.
Yeah.
And it's not a fluke. It is. I think.
Yeah.
Okay. You know why I'm not even able to say the words? Because I'm speechless.
Yeah, they're just
It's
so
just so
good. They're
incredible.
so good,
It's
you
just
know?
really incredible. I'm looking for the words, but all I can say is it's just was incredible.
I mean, I remember there was a time where 42-4 was winning the women
the
4x1 seniors
senior
and
women.
world champs and Olympics. 42-4.
Yes.
It's only the other day we start seeing 41-8 and 41-9 and 42-0. But there was a time when 42-3 and 42-4 was winning. So these youngsters definitely they're doing exceptionally well.
I think they are, and there is no going around it. And then what is very exciting too is that you are seeing where they are becoming more conscious of just preserving themselves and
how they do the rounds and stuff.
yes,
Yeah.
and making decisions about their career and what their next steps are. So I think that we were worried. I mean, we hinted earlier about being worried about the students getting a chance to, become the, world beaters as seniors as well. And I'm saying the conversation that took place, and it was public, some of it, right, about their transition in like the Clayton twins, which is something that we definitely have to be looking at and saying, if they are in the MVP camp, which is known for producing female superstars.
So under the guidance of the great coach Mr. Francis, we're expecting that they will improve. But I want to talk about the 4x4. I have a serious issue.
You know how to play domino. serious. I will call the game.
No, we have a serious issue. No,
that is it. Boys, young men. You must talk to me.
We have a serious issue. 4x400 meters.
Yeah.
Both male and female under 20. Silver medal.
Yeah.
World championship gone. Silver medal.
Right.
Why we are collect so much silver? We need the gold.
Listen, I think
we're doing it from youths, imagine. And it's the same team beating us. You know which team beating us? The most US man.
Yeah, fine.
Always
so
beating us.
what would you have done differently? let's put it out there. Fine, it's fine. It's fine. You can call everybody into accountability.
Yeah.
But what do you think was some of the issues that is making us be consistently collecting silverware instead of goldware, right?
I think we'll put out our best teams.
Yeah.
But the only thing I would suggest maybe is matchups to get it a little bit closer. I think we can put certain persons on certain legs to, make it a little more strategic. So we have a better chance in theory at least to win the race. So
yeah, but are we fundamentally doing the time that's required at the individual?
I mean, individually on the girls' side, when you look at it, we have what? Alia Baker.
Right.
We had, who else we had on the team for the 4x4? We had Alia Baker. We had Oakley, who had finished 5th in the flat 400 meter. We had a couple of our superstars, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying our superstars.
They could have won.
Hold on. There's a difference between superstars and stars.
Yeah.
Did we have superstars or stars?
We had stars.
We had stars.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I'm saying US are run superstars. So even the idea of the matchups.
But let's look at it this way. For example, let's go to we don't want to divert from the juniors. Well, let's look at seniors, for example.
Sure.
In the flat 400 meter, right? How many US athletes were in the finals? Only one.
Mm-hmm.
How many Jamaicans was in the final? We had Candice.
Mm-hmm.
We had Candice and we had Stephanie and Mac first. So we had two.
Mm-hmm.
And remember Cherokee and Stacey and Williams. We had two other women who were running, semis, running very fast. And US only had one in the finals.
Right.
But US did what? Beat us in the 4x4.
Yeah, but
of course, they put on Sydney McClarkley.
Which is running a 48 flat, bro. Come on, man.
No, but I'm just
No, you can't say but you can. No,
I'm just.
She's a beast. And then you had Alison.
Yeah, but I'm sick. No, Alison.
I'm sorry, so I did the medal.
Alison, she did the 4x4 heats, but Alison her better years was beyond her. She just got a send off. Really. No, and it's not to discredit Alison Felix.
We're not.
Alison Felix, we've been watching you for a long time. We love Alison.
No, I'm sorry, pause. We just have to say.
She was beyond her best.
She is an amazing
they came on third
superstar. Yeah. And we have to pause and say congratulations and thank you for job well done and inspiring a whole generation of athletes. Yeah. Right? So that is something that is serious.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention her not because not a joke, it's not a joking thing, but I'm just saying, even her spirit being in the race, right?
Should motivate.
It is going to be motivating the people and so they did it. It was branded as they're doing it for her.
Yeah, I mean,
because they wanted her to get
a send off.
No, they wanted her to get a gold medal to send up, right?
Yeah, well.
Because she did run in the heats, right?
Well, she ran in the heats, yeah.
So she's one of the person who got a medal.
Yeah, she collected her gold medal.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So even her spirit was a part of it. But I'm just joking. Yeah. But in terms of you cannot sleep on the 48 flat hurdler. Yeah. Right? You can't sleep on her. So that's not a joke thing. Yeah. Right? I think that the matchups, as much as you're saying, we need a little bit more. We need a little bit more firepower because that's what is required. It's a sprint, a quarter of a mile sprint, and I just don't think that we have quality athletes to compete and beat consistently
in the 4x4.
In the 4x4. So
fair enough.
We reign supreme. We reign supreme in all the other sprints, the shorter sprints, and we just have to figure out how to get it in the quarter mile. Male and female. And I am personally very, very proud and happy
I'm
see
proud too.
Our juniors, boys, men, getting second. Because, when they go further upward, it's a little bit, it has proven to be a little bit difficult for them to transition. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to at least hoping that they can, figure it out. So in terms of your best overall performance for the championship, what do you think it is?
The best, overall, I would definitely say Let's Tobago, 991, celebrating and stuff like that. But in terms of the best Jamaican performance, I'll probably give it to Kerika Hill.
Really?
1277, yeah. I give it to Kerika Hill. At least I enjoy watching sprint hurdles. It's very attractive to me. So I would just, it's a championship record as well. So Kerika
It's attractive. What that sounds like?
I mean, spring hurdles is very attractive to me.
You just like.
I just like the event. I like seeing you running at top speed and you're hurdling. You have to clear an obstacle, right? So it's more attractive than the raw sprint.
Oh, okay. So you just like the form of the race.
Yes, yes.
Right. So I'm just trying to understand.
You could be faster
Right.
than someone and lose to
because of the technical.
Because of the technical.
Oh, okay. So you like the
race.
fact that you have to run so fast and
at the same time. Yes.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a
Yes.
very technical thing.
Very technical.
I would never listen. You what? You see the hurdle them.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to hurdle, you know, the hurdle them.
Yes.
Listen, hurdle them. I'm look. What?
Yeah.
Walk up to it. I'm going to say, almost reach my chest. I'm like, yo! When I look at somebody like a topper, a topper is yeet up.
And she's short.
Yee!
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking about level. And she's, listen, the hurdle is.
And she's cleared it with such efficiency.
So you're right. It's
So that is why I enjoy the hurdles event.
My performance of the championship has to be the record for 4x1 team.
4x1, yes.
Yeah, I think that quartet.
I mean, because it was expected, I think it gets downplayed.
Well, I think that the fact that it was expected means that they were carrying more pressure on their shoulder.
Yeah.
And then when they're checked up and delivered.
You see, viewers can always see two ways, right?
Yeah.
Always see two ways.
As long as you deliver, right? Like you're going to deliver, like, subscribe.
Like, subscribe,
share, right?
Yeah,
I think that for me that those splits, we need to analyze splits as well.
Yeah.
But it was something very special. It was 41,
42,
59 is not a joke thing. So that for me was a performance of the championships.
So getting into what? 2023 now. Track season coming up now. So January 7th, right?
Yes.
Jamaica College track meet the Ash9 Stadium, right?
Right.
Kickstart the track.
Velocity, right?
Yes, the JC track meet. We'll kickstart the track season, right?
Right.
So as we kickstart the track season, right? I just want to ask if you have, what are your expectations for this track season? Anything, right? And do you think any school will spring a surprise? Do you think that we're gonna have a new champs winner? We know Kingston College won on the boys' side, Edwin on the girls' side. What do you foresee happening for 2023?
I think that the program at Ideal is going to continue to grow, and I think that Edwin Allen is going to
talk straight to the people there. Are you saying Ideal got upset Edwin?
No, it's too early in the season. I have to see what's going on. It's too early in the season, and champion teams are strategic and they know how to win. Right? For example, we know some teams split their teams. You never really see
a true reflection at the track meet.
So be careless on me. Right? If you would like to be so careless and make a prediction, sure.
I mean, it's difficult. We can't make a prediction before the season.
I think,
right? We saw a couple of Ideal athletes though.
Yeah.
We saw them at the GC Foster track meet in December. Just getting out some rust, and they did look very good.
They
did look very good. So that's giving that to Ideal, they did look very good.
Well then, sure. So but I'm thinking that they're going again. They're showing up as a contender. Also, with the new rules that ISA had implemented.
That's for another video,
We
have to talk about those new rules, right?
I'm talking about the factors.
Let the people know. You see how much content we're going to put out for you guys. So what should they do?
Like, comment, subscribe, right? And spread the word. Make them know say, yo,
Track World Podcast.
Share, right? With that. See, but yeah. So I think that the season is going to be very, very exciting. I'm expecting the people, the beaters, the world class athletes to come out, and I'm expecting to see some surprises. There are naturally going to be some surprises. I think there were some transfers that took place last year that we couldn't, and they never competed.
That
will definitely be able to compete, and there will be factors as well. Which is why it is so difficult for us to kind of like come to any kind of final conclusion as to who will win. Especially the season just started, and you're asking, who you think will win?
Putting me on the spot, I don't mind.
Okay, go ahead.
I think on the boys' side again.
Hold on. We need a tambourine for shit, because I must go there.
On the boys' side, again, it's going to be a dual battle between KC and JC.
That's not a win. So who are
win?
The thing is win. Who are going to win?
No, but we haven't seen KC's team or JC's team.
Okay, so you're saying you're not going to pick a winner?
I cannot pick a winner right now. But as the weeks progress, we're going to be analyzing the track meets.
Sure,
right?
we're gonna.
Then we can predict before.
No, but because you asked me the question.
No,
right?
I asked you if you foresee any upset.
Yeah, I think that you're going to have some, not in the class ones. I think the class one, well, no, actually you might have some upset because again, I think that there's some athletes that never get a chance to compete last year.
Yes.
That is hungry for it. And I think that you can't sleep on any of these traditional schools and some of these schools that, you know, we call them country schools here, rural schools, who are now really, really spending some time on building their programs. So I think that it's the possibility for upset is always there. And it's just going to just augurs well for a very exciting season.
Very exciting season. So just to let the viewers know, remember the first track meet is at Jamaica College, Saturday, January 7th, right?
January
so you can go to Jamaica College, the Ash9 Stadium, watch it live. After you watch it live, come back to the Track World podcast.
Yeah, and hear what we think about it. Our reviews and what we think about it.
Exactly. We're going to review every track meet, guys. Every track meet. Come back right here after the track meet. Hear our thoughts on Track World podcast.
Yeah, man. So, thank you for joining.
Thank you guys for joining.
Thank you for joining the Track World podcast. It was a pleasure. Little more.
Remember, like and
share and
subscribe.
yeah, man. Cool. Let's go.